Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling Picfed Eric Bischoff's episode. Right now we are going to have the United States Championship finally be defended in a one-on-one open challenge. Whoever comes out right now gets the chance to fight for the United States Championship. And I think it's pretty obvious why this man would be making his way to the ring for a United States Championship match. This man, of course, being an Olympic gold medalist, winning that Olympic gold medal for the United States tonight, looking to add yet another United States achievement to his name. And you gotta believe that being the only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling is the biggest honor to possibly have, but I guess it's not. I guess the biggest honor in the United States is being the Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling United States Champion, and at least that's what it means to the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle right here, who is the first man to make it known that he wants to be the United States Champion. And who is this man going to be going up against? Oh man, this is going to be something special. Folks, have you ever seen a Picfed take a most recent Elite set or WWE Legends set and have them go one-on-one against one another? Well, you're about to see that as Legends Series 26 Carlito, WWE's Carlito, is about to make his way out to the ring right now. And Carlito is the man looking to answer the challenge against Kurt Angle and hopefully win the Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling United States Championship. Folks, Carlito, one of the youngest wrestlers to come out of the Caribbean. This guy is truthfully Caribbean cool as he comes out with that bright, shiny red apple that I'm sure he is more than willing to spit in the face of Kurt Angle here tonight, but hopefully we won't see any of that, and we will see just a downright wrestling match here. I would love to see some technical wrestling between these two for the honor of the United States, but I don't know. Something's telling me with Carlito's track record, this might not be as right down the middle as we will hope. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with this United States Championship match.
Hey there, Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling fans. This is Dylan from the Talkin' Wrestling podcast. We give you a weekly deep dive into all things professional wrestling. I'm more of an old school wrestling fan who still gets chills thinking about Hayabusa's high-flying moves, and yeah, I still miss the chaos of ECW and the old school feel of Smoky Mountain.
And I'm Lissy, more of a modern wrestling enthusiast. I lean a little bit more towards AEW, though you can catch me still following WWE as well. I'm all about the Elite. Kenny, Hangman, Jack Perry, the Bucks, all of them. They keep the biz alive for me, as well as brought me back kind of like Pepsi Phil 7 years after coming back.
That's right. We're here to talk about everything from classic wrestling history to the most modern angles in the wrestling world. Whether it's the top stories from WWE, AEW, the Indies, if it's pro wrestling news and or history, you're bound to discuss it.
We love discussing it all, from today's biggest stars like Kenny Omega, you know, the best bout machine, to those hardcore legends like Mick Foley or Cactus Jack or Mankind or even Dude Love. Well, you know, whichever one of those. But if you're looking for insight into the past of wrestling, the present of wrestling, or even our thoughts on the future of wrestling, or even if you just need some wrestling therapy, we're your go-to.
Oh yeah, in every episode, we make sure to highlight a Wrestler of the Week, which you can see the list of everyone we've chosen in the past on our Instagram. One of the greats, whether it's someone who changed the game or someone who pops in our head. And don't forget, we kick off each show with a quick check-in about our week. Nothing too fancy, but it gives you a little peek into what we're up to with your backstage pass.
Yep, and that just adds a little personal touch, so it feels like we're all hanging out together, whether you're driving, working, or just relaxing. So if you have time on your hands in this terrible economy, after watching this Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling video, give us a view and hit that subscribe button. But make sure you don't leave this Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling video. Bryce told me to say that. You'll get all the juicy commentary, fun debates, and maybe a little bit of nostalgia from us. Who knows?
A little. I think that's every episode. So remember, whether you're old school or modern, we've got something for every wrestling fan. So stay tuned and let's keep the conversation rolling, baby.
Folks, and here we go, United States Championship action as these men are set to go one-on-one right now. And as the bell sounds, Kurt Angle just seething at the mouth with these shots here. Kurt Angle has just been dying to get his hands on Carlito from the second Carlito walked through that curtain. But Carlito now with the upper hand. Kurt Angle, he had his eyes set on Carlito, but that just costs him now as Carlito with that DDT getting the upper hand here and taking control in this one as he goes off the ropes with a big old neck breaker there to the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And now Carlito slowly starting to get back to his feet, looking to use some of that aerial offense here. Double springboard into that flipping senton onto Kurt Angle there, and only a 2 count. Man, you got to believe that was very close as now Carlito off the ropes catches him with that knee and a jumping clothesline. And now he's got him in the chin lock, just getting this thing started. Wearing down the body of Kurt Angle, exactly what you got to do to a man like Kurt Angle. He's so intense. Any second you can get him out of his own head, I guess you could say, is a good thing here. With this twisting suplex there by Carlito. Yeah, whenever you throw a guy like Kurt Angle off his game, you got to really stay on top of him. I mean, this is a guy who, the second he throws out that intensity, although it could cost him, he is willing to use it full force at you, and that's never a pretty sight. With Carlito now standing in the ring. Look at this, over the top rope, out onto Kurt Angle there. Like I said, right there, Carlito keeping the fight to Kurt Angle. That's probably the best thing to do, not letting him bring out that intensity. As now Carlito here has Kurt Angle with a jumping, a big old elevated flatliner there, not a jumping. As now he's onto the outside springboard yet again, but gets caught this time around. Oh no, here we go, Kurt Angle with that belly to belly there. And he catches him with that clothesline. This is that intensity I'm talking about. Kurt Angle, angle slam, no. Roll up, 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. Carlito so quick there, able to catch Kurt Angle off of that intensity. But now Carlito, here we go. This is what I was talking about. With that apple, no. Kurt Angle, German suplex. And you can see the remnants from that apple spit out of the mouth of Carlito. Look at O'Connor roll. But no, he gets caught. And one last big old German suplex by Kurt Angle. Oh no, and now Kurt Angle has Carlito where he wants some. Angle slam. Here is that intensity of Kurt Angle. Oh no, you know that's not good. When you hear a primal scream like that, here is that ankle lock. Kurt Angle's got Carlito right where he wants him. This could be exactly what he needs to punch his ticket for that United States Championship. Oh, and he grapevines it. All he's got to do is get Carlito to tap out here. Oh my God, Carlito, he's so close. You could just see it in his eyes. He's seething with pain. Carlito's got to tap out here. Kurt Angle is looking to break that ankle. Just tap already, Carlito. You've proved your point. This title cannot mean that much to you. My God, he's got to tap out. He's got to tap out, but the heart of America's on his mind, but not for long. There it is. Carlito finally taps out. And thankfully so, because I don't know how much mercy Kurt Angle would have had left to show to Carlito there. He was getting ready to rip that ankle right out of the socket. My God, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle, your new and first ever United States champion. The man with the Olympic gold medal is now able to represent this country strong here in Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling. My God, and you got to believe this is the perfect man to become the first ever Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling United States champion. But thankfully, wait a second, Gunther, folks, that's the music of Gunther. I was getting ready to say, thankfully the referee was taking a look at Carlito's ankle, but as I was saying that, by the looks of it, the ring general is going to make his way out here, folks. What the heck could Gunther possibly want with the United States champion? Could it just be to prove a point? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Gunther, the ring general, a man who I feel like for a lot of people see as a dream opponent for Kurt Angle. This is a guy who I feel like a lot of people would love to see just go one-on-one with Kurt Angle in that ring. My God, the intensity of both of these men in that ring would give us such a clash that I don't know if we would even be ready for it, folks. But it looks exactly like what I was saying is true. Gunther wants a shot not only at the United States Championship, but at Kurt Angle as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here.